Alright guys, it's Nini here, and this is going to be my intro without makeup.
So I was at the Dollar General store yesterday. I went for some white vinegar for one of my cosmetic concoctions. And then like all the Christmas stuff was just all over. Christmas threw up. It's like throwing up in all retail stores, right? Which I love. I'm such a freak. So I was walking around looking at all the Christmas goodies, and then I was like, you know what? I've never really checked out the makeup here. I know they like carry regular drugstore brands like Maybelline and stuff like that, but I like to see like their own personal like drugstore lines, like weird ones that you don't even know existed until like you really look.
So I don't know if this is like their brand or if this is even a full brand, or maybe they just had the palette. Not too sure, but I saw it sitting on like a end cap of an aisle, and I was like, ooh, it's so like, the packaging sold me. It kind of reminds me of like Ulta, but this one's just kind of like in your face. So look at all that glitter, and it doesn't come off, like it's not like gonna make a mess or anything like that. So I liked that. I thought that was pretty decent. The lettering, Pretty Glam, kind of like comes up, like it has like that texture. And then What a Beaut is kind of embossed, so it's stamped in. This one kind of raises out, and this is stamped in, and it was only $5, you guys. And when I opened it, I was like, ooh, that's an interesting color story. So I got it to see if it was worth the $5. $5 is, okay, in my mind, when it comes to makeup, $5 is pretty cheap. But then if I don't think makeup, I'm like, $5 is like a gallon of gas here in California. So anyways, I was like, well, I need to try it out. I have to see if, I mean, $5, what can you really expect with $5? If you open it, we'll go ahead and open it together. So if you open it, there is no mirror. It's like this rose gold packaging. It's pretty light, like it doesn't weigh much. And it comes with 16 shades. Now, out of the 16 shades, you only get 5 mattes, but those mattes seem to cover everything. It's this beige cream one right here. There's like a little plastic film over it, and it's kind of glued down. There's like a little tab that I'll be, ooh, look at my face, that I'll be lifting here to remove it. So right here, we have like a matte cream shadow, which usually I like to set my primer with that. I won't be setting it today just because I don't know what the quality of these shadows are, so I think I'll need all the tackiness I can get from my primer to make sure the pigment like adheres to my lid. And then we have this matte light taupe shade, which they almost look the same in the camera, I think, but in person this one's a little bit deeper. And so I think that'll make a great transition shade. We have these two shades right here that you can use as a transition or to deepen the crease. If these are a little like too dark for you, you can use it to like smoke it out a little bit. And then you have this dark chocolatey, or is it plummy? Maybe it has like a purple undertone to it. It's definitely not a muted plum. But it is very cool brown, I think, with like maybe some purple undertones. It's a very cool brown. So you get 5 mattes in this palette, which doesn't seem like enough for some people. Out of 16 shades, it's only 5. But in my mind, the way I'm thinking, like, I think that's just enough to create a balanced eye look. And then the rest of it are shimmers. They don't have any names. This is the back of the palette. It kind of gives you a little blurb of why it's so great. Ingredients, not tested on animals, a little jar that says it's good for 12 months upon opening. And all right, let's get this sucker opened. Okay, oops. Pull down. All right, let me show you a close-up of the shades. So there they are. You can see my ring light right there. Sorry about that, you guys, bear with me. But you do have a lot of neutrals in there. You do have like one pop of purple and some pinks, but you have like your copper, your bronze, like this taupe, metallic taupey shade, a gold shade, and this one almost looks like it would be duochrome. I do see some like blue undertones. I think it was trying to be a duochrome because I do see some like blue or green reflex in it, but it's not like a true duochrome. So yeah, we'll go ahead and see what this baby can do. I don't have a look in mind. I kind of want to do a half cut crease because I'm obsessed with those, and I feel like I get to place a lot more color on my lid when I cut the crease. So we'll see. Should I do some swatches? They feel really good, surprisingly. So there's the matte beige. We will do this frosty white. Wow, that's really frosty. this like coppery color or bronze color. This is more copper, more red. They feel amazing. We'll do the purple too. They actually feel really creamy in the pan. So I'm not good at swatching. I actually don't really care for swatches, but okay, wow. I really need to get my nails done, you guys. Like, I am aware. This is the matte. Oh, wow. Impressive. Here's the other shade, and then the purple shade. Okay. So let's go ahead and prime our eyes. I'm hoping this is going to be a quick video, and I used to do like foundation first and then my so like I said, I'm not going to set my primer. I want it to be as tacky as possible, and because I use Tarte Shape Tape, it kind of just sets itself. It's so matte. I have like a little raccoon mask. I think you're gonna have to just bear with Janie. I think I'm gonna go in with this taupe color as my transition, and then I'll go ahead and deepen it with this pink over here. If this isn't dark enough, I'll go ahead and mix it in with this other taupe color, which is maybe like a few shades darker than the other one. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up this taupe shade right here and see how it works. You know what? This isn't gonna be dark enough. I can already tell. I can see it. Like, if I really wanted a soft look, this would be it. But it's not what I'm going for. But for balance, I'm gonna go ahead and just toss it over here. I do see some fallout on the palette. I don't know. Can you see like the fallout right there? It kind of got a little powdery, but it's not like insane. Like, I'm smacking my brush into it. It's not that crazy. Okay. So I'm not going to use the shadow I just picked up. I'm going to go ahead and pick up the deeper taupe, which is right here at the corner. Oh yeah, there we go. I've been doing a lot of berry pink looks. It's not intentional, it's just kind of happened. I really want to break away from that. Janie, be quiet, please. Mommy's filming. Do you see that a little bit better? Can you guys see it? Okay, so this one has been stained pink. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up that, not really a mauve, maybe like a rose, not like a dusty nude rose. This is like a pretty pinky rose eyeshadow. I'm gonna go ahead and press that into my outer corner and try to take it and see where that gets me. Hopefully these shadows blend together. I don't really want to cut my crease today. I'm just gonna be lazy about it. I think I'm gonna take this pink frosty shade, put it in my inner corner, take the purple, put it in the middle part of my lid, and then smoke it out with this chocolatey brown. That's what I'm gonna do. And then I'll go ahead and put on, because we didn't really get to see this pink all that well, like it kind of just made, I don't know, it didn't muddy up the color, but like it's not really, you can't really see the pink. I'm gonna go ahead and put this pink, I'm gonna line my eyes with brown eyeliner and then set it and smoke it out with that matte pink shade so you can really see the pink like pop out. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go in with a Wet n Wild flat brush and pick up that pink shade, this like cotton candy pink shade right here. So far, I'm pretty impressed with these shadows. Yeah, I think these metallics surprisingly work better than the Profusion, and the Profusion palette's a bit more expensive. It's like, they range from like $10 to $13. And this one's just not giving me any problems. It will probably look a lot better once I spray it down with some setting spray, but on their own, pretty good. god, these are freaking amazing. What? What? $5? What? Okay, but why are these actually performing so well? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and pick up the purple. Kind of feather it into the pink. Bro, I'm impressed. Check that out. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and pick up this deep chocolatey shade and try to smoke out my outer corner. Okay, well, I don't know. I think it might have been from all the other shadows placed before it, because I don't see it picking up at all. I mean, I can see. Okay. A little confused. Maybe it's just not as dark as I thought it was going to be. Well, it was going well up until that shade. It's just, personally, like, it's definitely giving me some depth, but it's not as dark. Can we build it? I'm just going to tap pigment into it. Try to build it. Okay, I think that's as good as it's gonna get. I'm not complaining. It's still, the eyeshadow is still like applying, it's still working, but maybe it's not as dark because I really built the transition shade. Like I really layered it on there. So that could be one reason why it's not as intense as I would like it, because it's just, I don't know. There's like no like primer to adhere to. So that could be one reason. Alright, I'm gonna foil these shades and see how much more better they perform. So picking up the cotton candy shade. I guess it's a little bit more intense. They're kind of intense when I packed it on dry though, so. But it doesn't look like wet metal like I think I'm used to in some higher end shadows. Picked up some of that purple. I definitely gave that purple some intensity. Alright guys, now that I have most of my eye base down, I'm gonna go ahead and do my other eye and my face off of camera. I really wanted this video to be more focused on this palette, and since I showed you what one eye looks like, the other eye is going to be exactly the same. So yeah, give me a few minutes. Okay, so I was gonna use my Anastasia Amrezy highlighter, but I kind of want to use one of these shadows as a highlighter. So I just don't want it to look ashy on me. But it's just makeup, right? If it looks terrible, I can just wash it off at the end of the day. I think I'm gonna go in with this one because I think it'll complement the blush more. So I'm picking that up on an Anastasia A23. And I'm gonna start from right here, just tap it in. Hopefully you guys can see it on camera because I feel like my highlight never shows up. Oh, now you can see it. Okay. Whoa, bro. Oh. Ooh. Ooh. What did I do? So you guys can use this like as a highlighter if you'd like. Use these shades as a highlight. I'm not really great with determining what looks great on what skin tones, but I don't know, like on me it looks okay on camera, but I don't know if like in person if it's gonna look ashy because I'm looking at it right here. Wow. It is blinding, but whether or not it complements my skin tone, I don't know. Definitely like a little bit goes a long way. Get my blush brush and just tap it on the apples of my cheeks. With whatever is left, there's no additional product on this brush, just with whatever blush powder was left. Okay. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. All right, so we know those work for a face highlight. For like a beaming face highlight, there is no subtlety. Next, I'm going to fill in my brows, and I'll show you one on camera, and then I'll do the other one off of camera, and I'll probably speed through it too when I do show you my brow, just because I'm not trying to teach you something. It's not like a lesson. I just want to see how well this brown works. This is pretty purple. I mean, it doesn't look purple, but it's not like a straight up plum, but the purple is kind of giving it like a red, like a reddish tone to it, and I do not like brown reds for my eyebrows, so this is not, it might be a good brow powder for someone else, but not for me, and it probably doesn't look that way on camera, but like at least from where I'm sitting, but if I do like a close-up, you can see that, and it's not that great for me. Maybe somebody with like auburn hair or something like that. Actually should have used this pink for a blush. Let's try that. Let's take a break from my brow. Now that you've already, that's pretty much it, dude. Like literally, I did one brow, brush it out. And we're done. Okay, that was the brow. I wish I hadn't put on the blush. I should have thought about that earlier. But these are quite pigmented, so I'm gonna pick it up sparingly. Pick up that matte pink shade, tap off the excess, and smile, and apply. And that's actually quite pretty. My blush looks a little bit crazy right now. It's probably like too much. You're like, oh my god, somebody slapped you in the face. I like to apply my blush heavy just because that is usually the first thing to fade when it comes to makeup. And if it's too intense for you, you know, you could always veil it with some translucent powder. Alright, with a small detailing brush, I'm going to highlight my brow bone, and I'm going to pick up this gold champagne shade, highlight with that. You can see it really nicely. Next, I'm going to line my waterline with an Almay retractable black eyeliner. Next, I'm going to take Toasty, this Morphe liner, run it through my lash line. Now that I have that liner down in my lash line, I'm going to blend it out. I'm going to go ahead and grab that pink and place it on top. And then to define my lash line, I'm going to go back in with that really deep brown right here. And just get in between my lashes right here. just for some definition. Now I'm going to take, there's a white frosty shade right here. I'm going to use that to highlight my inner corner. Oh, that's beaming. Look at that. Okay. It's also my grandpa's birthday today, so good thing I decided to do a video, because then I'll be done up for his birthday dinner. Happy birthday, Grandpa. Love you. When the light catches it, it just looks so pretty. Alright. Next I'll be doing liner and lashes off of camera, and then I'll come back and do the lip on camera. Okay, lashes are on. This eye's a little red because I stabbed myself with my mascara wand. On to the lips, I'm going to be taking this Morphe lip liner in the shade Ginger. Okay, that's a lot brighter than I thought it was going to be. I thought I had grabbed a different lip liner. Guess not, and we're just gonna have to deal with it, guys. And actually, like I said, that eyeshadow is so subtle, I think I can get away with this lip. Actually, if I wanted to do a bright lip, I could. It's just not the color I thought. And it's gonna be toned down a little bit because I'm taking this IT Cosmetics Vitality Lip Flush in the shade, I believe, I think. I don't know, these stickers are so tiny you can barely read them. I think this is shade I believe. And then I'll probably touch up with some concealer around the lips so it doesn't bleed out. These lip liners aren't like, I feel like it doesn't matter what brand, if it's like a bright color like a red or a pink, it will bleed out. So definitely line your lips with concealer afterwards to prevent that from happening. It does work. I used to think that was like the dumbest thing ever until I did it, and then I was like, hey, no, it serves a purpose. So yeah, I'll probably do that off of camera. But anyways, guys, this is the completed look. I tried being as versatile as I could with a palette. I did use this, I used this matte pink shade for blush on top of the Milani blush. I wish I would have thought ahead and done that. I used one of these, I used this one to highlight my cheekbones, and I used this brown shadow right here to fill in my brows, although it's a little too red for me, but it is possible for someone out there who likes that kind of color for the brows. Yeah, I do. Okay, you guys, I enjoyed this palette way more than I thought it was. I am really impressed with the color payoff. It is gorgeous and only $5. $5 for this cute little thing. So this would definitely be a perfect gift for the holidays to give it to, you know, like whatever makeup addict you know would enjoy it. For yourself, gift yourself, self-care, just kidding. Yeah, no, it's gorgeous. I totally suggest, if you guys want, are on a budget and you want something super cheap, 16 shadows for $5. That's like 30 cents per shadow or something like that. I'm super impressed. I will try to use this more for the month of November and maybe do an updated review on this to let you guys know how I feel about it, if my opinions changed. But so far, the consistency of the eyeshadows, the way they felt when I swatched them, were so amazing, so creamy and buttery. And that's shocking for a palette this cheap. Like, not even the Profusion brand palettes that I have, like the Mirage palette, felt this creamy. It kind of, like, the metallics felt powdery, but this one felt like butter. So yes, I highly suggest you go check it out if you're looking for something really cheap, or if you want to gift like some makeup to your friends or whoever. I don't know, it's just fun. Like, totally check it out. I highly suggest it. So I guess that's it for the video, guys. Until next time, I'll see you on the next one. Bye!